I'm not good at snatches. We'll leave it at that. Or pull-ups, or a lot of things. Sorry. Cows. Good morning. I know. My backyard has a lot of issues, so does my life, but we're gonna work on it. I'm feeling it from the workout this morning. These are heavy. Cut that out. What's up, everybody? Welcome to my garage. Hope you're all doing well. You better be crushing life. Now, last video I said it's time to make things happen, and that's what we're about today. Starting with 38s on the Raptor again. And it might be a big fail again, but we're gonna give it a try. Also, the Bentley. Yeah, the Bentley. It's time. It's been a minute, and I'm beat from the workout, but you know, we're not gonna fail. We don't mess up. Now, y'all may recall some time ago, before I lifted the Raptor, I bought 38-inch tires like an idiot. Even though all the forums said 38s don't fit on stock Raptors, I'm like, whatever, we got this. Yeah, complete disaster. Couldn't drive it, immediately took them off. Since then, I've lifted the Raptor 4 inches with the BDS lift, and I still got the 38s. So I figure, hey, let's take it into the tire shop, see what happens, throw them on. Maybe we can drive around town, maybe not. We're gonna see. Also, big news on the Hellcat, but not this video. Stay tuned. I promise it's legit. You're gonna like it. My truck is a disaster. Pre-workouts, waters. You guys saw, went to the gym 6 a.m. this morning. Whew. I am physically and emotionally exhausted from the workout, but it was good. I've been going for a minute. I figured, hey, I'd take you guys along today to show you how lousy I am. There's something about driving around a big truck with big old tires in the back. It just makes you feel good, makes you happy. So here's the plan. The 38s in the back are slightly wider than the 37s. Obviously they're bigger, they're 38s, not 37s. Now the 37s don't rub at all, except for a very extreme turn with some suspension travel. There's a very tiny bit of rub at the very extreme end of that. So I'm hopeful that the 38s, maybe I can at least drive around town with the 38s. Probably not gonna go off-roading with them. I'll put the 37s back on if I ever want to go for some fun like that. So that's the plan. I want to see if the 38s fit and I can drive them around town and just keep them on because they're massive. We brought old Purple Plaid to Discount Tire here to see if the crew can throw these babies on. I hope I brought everything they need. I believe in you guys. I believe. Let's go. All right, I've told the crew at Discount Tire the situation, explained it all to them. I said, you know, if you can't even get it out of the bay with the 38s on, then we'll throw the 37s back on. But I'm slightly optimistic. I told them also they could laugh at me for being a fool. That's okay. I'm aware of the situation. We'll check back in a bit, but now we got to go get the Bentley. Actually, first, we need to grab a big old breakfast burrito. Burrito was amazing. Meanwhile, Pop's coming in for the clutch save in the old GTCS. Hey, Dad. Hey. Whew. You guys know I'm about the convertible life. Beautiful weather. All right, thanks for the ride. Catch you later. Woo, yeah. See ya. Now, if you guys are new, I actually bought that car like 7 or 6 years ago in South Carolina, drove back across the US, here to Utah. I sold it to my parents when I bought this house because I couldn't afford the house. Needed some scratch. It's in the family, it's cool. Now onto the Bentley. I gotta tell you, there's been something interesting about being a Bentley owner. Some experiences I've had with the Bentley, reactions people have had, the way people have treated me has been totally different than any other vehicle I drive. Well, especially the smart car. Smart car people laugh at me. But the Bentley, I get treated differently. And I'm referring mostly to people that I don't know that see me for the first time driving the Bentley. I've had quite a few stories that are quite interesting from a social perspective and how they react to me. One of them especially is hilarious, and I'm gonna tell you about it as we jump in and take this to Bentley of Salt Lake City because it's time. Now I know I've been talking for a long time about how I'm gonna sell the Bentley and we're gonna move on from it, and I never have. Well, that's because I love it and I don't want to sell it. But the reality is it costs a lot of money and I just can't afford to keep it anymore. I want to get one again one day, someday, maybe sooner than later, and maybe actually like do a few things to it, but now's not that time. I never thought I would ever own a Bentley, so having some ownership for a short time, even though it was like 6 months, has still been incredible, even though I shared it with the bank. But here's what's fascinating. When you roll up in a car like a Bentley, people don't think about the fact that you share it with the bank, or you have a loan with the bank, or you really can't afford it in the first place. All they see is that somehow you have a Bentley in your possession that is yours, quote unquote. And when they learn that, they treat you differently. So shortly after I bought the Bentley, I took it golfing, as you do, right? I'm roll up into the golf course, I drive past the range, and this older gentleman, I had the window down, looks at me and he says, "Beautiful car, sir." I say, "Well, thank you. Appreciate it, the recognition. It is a beautiful car." But then I park, and he finishes his session at the range, and he walks up to me, and he starts talking to me about the Bentley, and just how cool it is, blah, blah, blah. And I said, "Yeah, I just got it." It was, you know, a nice exchange. And then he sees that I'm wearing a Jazz hat, and he gets interested in the Jazz, and he's a big fan, and talks about how I must go to every game, and that I must sit courtside at every Jazz game. I looked at him, and I said, "Well, no, I can't afford that." And he looked at me quizzically. How could I not afford courtside tickets to every Jazz game? I drive a Bentley. And the ironic thing is, he was shocked that I told him I couldn't afford that. Because here's what's interesting. This Bentley costs less than a lot of trucks you see here in Utah. But people don't really think about that. They just see Bentley. That's what the brand, the name does. And I've had multiple experiences like that where when they see me with the Bentley and they don't know me, they just see that I have a Bentley. It's interesting because I'm just me. I don't care that I drive a Bentley or a smart car or Raptor or whatever. Like, I'm the same dude in any of the vehicles. That's all. But that's not how people see me, and that's not how people see others as well. That's just the world we live in. It's fascinating from a social perspective, and that's my little share, my little story for the day. We're gonna move on to Bentley of Salt Lake now. Check this out. We made it. They got some Huracans. They got a nice selection right now. I tell you what. Also, we've got a TRX blue one. That looks like James. Interesting. For one of the last times. W12. All right, so we're here at Bentley of Salt Lake City to have them do a final look over, check over to make sure she's in pristine, perfect condition for the next owner. I really do not want to see her go away though, but it is what it is. There's something about having a good connection of good Ubers. We got my pops, and now we got James and Alex in the TRX. It's a good day. It's a good day. Thank you. Thank you for the ride.
You didn't see who else is here.
Is Oscar? Celebrity guest.
Buddy, hey, Oscar.
Hey, what's
hey,
up?
Fufa. He's like, let me out. Let me out.
We'll see the Bentley again, but it's gonna be a minute. Do you have any words, Alex? By the way, I forgot to formally state that Alex is here visiting. Do you have any words?
Yeah, I have a couple words. Extra steak always.
Perfect.
And, possession's 9/10 of the law in the baby Countach. I think it's yours.
See you, fellas.
See you later.
Okay, peace. All right, we got to run to Salt Lake real quick to pick up a special package, but respect to the C7. I was going to bring the C7 right now, but it was stacked behind 3 cars. But I love seeing C7 mates. Be cool, be cool. We're being escorted. I don't know what to say, but we're going to be chill. We got a string of coppers here. This is pretty cool. Always like to see them roll in formation. Respect. Except now I'm in that awkward position where we're all slightly over the speed limit, and I can't really pass him, but normally I would and I should, but we got to be gentle here. Stay cool, stay calm, stay collected. Now we're on our way to the pants store. That's right. It doesn't sound exciting, but it actually is. We're going to the pants store, and this isn't a Kramer Seinfeld incident. This is an incident where we had pants custom made. But there's a very good reason. You see, I'm tall, I'm large. I've talked about this before. I can never find clothes that fit me, and I finally have just accepted, given up. I now go to a tailor. I've just started. We're building a wardrobe, if you would say. I go to a tailor. I say I need jeans, and they're making jeans that fit my body in theory. We're gonna go see. That's right, we had to come all the way up to the big town of Salt Lake City to go to the pants store. There's big city life. I tell you what, it's crazy. Crazy, so many people, cars, traffic. All right, now I'm pretty late, so we're gonna leave you in here for a minute. Be cool. Let's go. Oh my goodness, look how I don't even know what to say. You got one random little purple smart car in the middle of the driveway, all by its lonesome. It's filthy, we need to wash it. Now I get that this may not be super exciting to you guys, but for me, pants, clothes that fit is incredible. In other news, the Raptor is done. The 38s, they're on. Is she drivable? I don't know. We're gonna go see. We gotta get the Raptor, but I'm out of rides, so we got a lift. All right, so we got some amazing news. First off, I'm looking at the Raptor and she is beefier than ever. The white 38s are on and it's massive. Also, Discount Tire, they didn't charge at all to bolt on the new wheels. It's part of their policy. They don't actually charge for that. I wasn't really expecting that. So we got away from a shop with no bill, which is huge right now because everything's expensive. But here we go, check this out. This stance is even more aggressive because these tires are fatter than the 37s. Also, obviously, they're much bigger, beefier. That's the new look Raptor. What do you guys think? They said I should be able to drive it. They kind of did a couple tests. We should be good to go. So we're gonna jump in, see if we can actually drive her daily. And if so, we might be keeping these for city driving and we'll keep these for off-road driving. Here we go, baby. Now, likely most people would notice the increase in height in the Raptor, but I'm massive. I have no problem stepping into a lifted truck with big wheels. I'm huge. Now, obviously new wheels do not affect how a car sounds when you start it up, but there's something about, oh shoot, okay. This is awkward. So the last couple days in the morning, it's been cold. I've noticed it's been harder for the Raptor to start. The battery obviously is just dying. It's getting weak and it chose now to die on me. At least it didn't die on Discount Tire, guys. I appreciate that. But now I'm sitting here with a dead truck and I want to hear what it sounds like with new wheels, which shouldn't affect the sound, but it does. You know what I'm saying? Try it again. Try it again. Come on. No, she's toast, baby. Now the upside is, for once in my life, I was kind of prepared. Like I said, the battery had been kind of getting weak, so I grabbed, my jumper set, so I should be good. Now, last time I jump started a vehicle, it was the Smart. You guys know what happened. I didn't pay attention. I mixed the cables. I blew the alternator on the Smart. So let's not do that on the Raptor. I can't handle that back to back. Dirty, dirty, dirty. For once in my life, I'm prepared and it paid off. We're good. One of the greatest purchases I've ever made. All right, again, I'm a big guy. Getting into a lifted truck with big wheels, don't bother me. However, we do have a check engine light. I'm assuming that had something to do with the dead battery we just had now. Not overly worried about that. We should be fine. Last time I had 38s on, I wouldn't have even been able to make it out of the parking lot. Okay, that was about a 30-degree turn. We're good so far. Big test here though. We got to turn left. Can we do it? Listen, for no rub at all. Nothing. This is sweet. We're gonna turn right here. Let's go, baby. Okay. The fact that I can turn left and right, no problem on 38s, I'm pretty yoked about. Maybe I should get 40s. And one more turn here for good measure. We're gonna be fairly aggressive. Whoa, easy peasy. We're set, baby, we're set. We're running on some big boy tires and everything seems to be great. This is excellent news. This is incredible. The fact that I made it home, no problem, no rubbing at all. Now I'm gonna go stress test it right now real quick. Also, no, we gotta put on the little hubcaps. So we gotta do that. Now one might say, well, when I lifted it, why did I buy new wheels and tires? Why didn't we just try to put the 38s on? Well, yeah, that would have been a good idea. But also, again, remember, when we go off-roading, we're gonna put the 37s on because I think this would cause too much rubbing. For city driving, perfect. So the fact that I got two sets, that's a win. Yep, we had to put the same grungy clothes back on we had this morning because we gotta unload, you know, it's filthy. And yes, it reeks. You know how I said the 38s were for city driving? Yeah, that does not mean backyard weed driving. I believe we're rubbing already. And I'm worried in that soft little turn that I pulled off the fender on the passenger side. Oh no, we're good. We're good, okay. Yeah, oh wait, yeah, there it is. This backyard is such a disaster. I know, comment below, it's a disaster. Next spring, guess what? Yeah, we're getting this resolved. Yep, this bit got caught in the tire, but we'll put some duct tape on her later, we'll be fine. If you're wondering, the 37s are a lot lighter than the 38s were. We're good. That was a bad idea. I just made a freaking dust storm. My poor neighbors, my wife. I'm sorry, everybody. Here's the deal. I may have torn off or will tear off at some point some inner fender, but other than that, we're good to go. Also, my new goal is to do a lap or two every day in my backyard in the truck, you know, for weed control. Clearly, it's working. Now here we go, one last look, and enjoy this because this truck's not gonna move for a while because as you recall, the battery is clearly now dead. I don't know when I'm gonna get to that, so here you go, enjoy it. You may see her again at some point eventually, I don't know when. But check it out, here you go. Clearance is not bad in the back. You have enough travel for basic stuff. We're clear. Again, the Bentley, it might be there for a minute because their tech is traveling for some Lamborghini training. I don't know when they're gonna get it fixed, but hopefully soon because we need to sell it because the interest and the payments every month are killing me. It's a lot of money. I need to spend that elsewhere right now. So if you are interested in the Bentley, again, we're buttoning it up. We're making sure she's good to go. You can reach out to me, email me at burlacherbusiness@gmail.com. I'll link that below. We're gonna sell it for $93,000, what I bought it for. So, incredible car. I don't know what else to tell you. You've seen the videos. Yeah.